today. Oh, I'm so excited that I get to give you guys a first look at this Jacquard Pullover sweater. $143.98 is your price. Only order of the year. You're saving $24. $28.80 gets it home on Easy Pay. And this is one of two pullover and Jacquard styles that you do at Aran Craft. So
it certainly is, and we're seeing more of this Jacquard. What we try to do is to get this combination of the Jacquard, but also still keeping our staying true to our Aran heritage. This kind of as it's sometimes called, the Fair Isle style of knitting, which was developed in these islands off the coast of Scotland. And really, what we're trying to do is to meld these two very recognisable and at the moment highly fashionable styles of knitwear together, and I think this is a great example of what we do. We've got this beautiful geometric patterns that you see there. These Jacquards are recognised by these, it almost looks like kind of like diagrams. Sometimes it can feel like these kind of diamonds and these kind of like, and you look at the patterns in the darker stitch, but then you can also see there's like patterns made by the opposite end of the stitch. Like you can see that it's just like a diamond, but in between you've got these crosses, and you want the pattern to change just to this beautiful pattern, just almost at the empire line, and then you transition into the quintessential Aran pattern, this beautiful honeycomb sweater. And it's in these beautiful colours, like this beautiful parsnip, and we've got the soft grey and the mermaid. But mermaid, particularly, that in the last year for us, this has been one of the most successful colours that we've introduced in many years. And it's great to see that we can bring it into this style as well, with this complementing kind of Bermuda blue colour.
Love these. These are fabulous. Okay, so we talked colors. This goes from extra, extra small to extra large, 25 to 28.5 inches in length, 100% merino wool. And I would love to talk starting at the top, this neckline. I'm actually going to pop this on, so I'll be right back. So,
like a lot of people would associate just with a standard sweater, there's a kind of a ribbed collar. But we said we wanted to do something a little bit different here. We wanted to kind of feminize this a little bit and really make it something a little bit special. So what we've actually done, we've incorporated a fisherman's cable into the collar the entire way around here. So you can see here, this is a 2-strand fisherman's cable, and you can see it on all these, particularly visible in the parsnip there. It looks really beautiful, and really what that does is it's just adding another little good look charm. So like we say that the fisherman's cable is what the cable knit sweaters is really named after, and we can also see them coming down on the side here as well. And what these represented the ropes that fishermen used to use to draw in their nets to raise their sails, etc. And that these were just like good look charms, and it just adds a little touch of like elegance, I think, to the top. Whereas we could have just put a little rib collar on it and just kind of called it a day. But I really think this adds a bit of a feminine touch. And then move down to the actual Jacquard section of it. So you can see down here, as I mentioned, it's just a little array of geometric patterns that really just they really catch your eye, and to find these, and the amount of times we had to go through to find just the complementing colours that actually worked for this. I think the final choice that we came to, particularly this one, I think this is such a lovely combination. So this is the base pattern of parsnip, and then this is a peanut brown that we're using throughout it here. I think it's really, really eye-catching. And then as we come down, of course, we're back down to a honeycomb sweater here. So this honeycomb stitch is one of the most recognisable stitches in Aran knit, where you see sometimes with this, it can be an overall pattern over an entire sweater. And what it represents is the honeycomb is like one of the most resilient structures in nature, and it represents the hard-working honeybee and really the rewards of hard work at the end of the day.
This is very après-ski. You said that before, and I was like, yes, this is so on trend, yet transcends all fashion for the end of time. Like this is, you're gonna have this forever. I mean, the quality is unbelievable. I say it every time I put these on, it's not itchy and scratchy. You don't have to worry. I know you think wool sweater and you go, oh my gosh, am I gonna be sweating? Am I gonna have to take it off right away? No, it's super comfortable, very flattering. I love that it just kind of glides over the body. You can still see my shape, but it's not too big or too clingy.
And there's little details that we do to help that. You see that as you're coming down here, it looks like it would be very easy to make just a square sweater. That's actually just not going to fit, but we're actually adding little pieces, little bits of wool here and there to actually, there's a lot of shaping that goes in. So if you follow it down here, you realize it actually curves out a little bit. So where it's about to come down to meet your hip, there's a little bit of extra wool there. So like if you want to show off your hips, it's actually going to catch them and it's going to hug them in the most flattering way possible. And of course, all wool sweaters, when you put them on, your body heat's going to react to them, and they're going to they're going to kind of relax a little bit, and they're going to soften a little bit, and they're always going to find a place and hit your body at the points where it's going to be most flattering to you, and you're going to feel most comfortable with.
So, like I had mentioned before, this is one of 2 pullover sweaters that you do and jacquard. So this is a special moment because you don't make many of these. It's a first look. It's the first opportunity for you to see these on air. $143.98 is your price, $28.80. A 626-719. You have this soft gray, the parsnip, and that really fabulous mermaid. What a great color combo.
It's lovely, and these are all, as I mentioned, these are all marled yarns. So that means that each of these individual colors, like the soft gray, the parsnip, and the mermaid, is actually a combination of 2 separate colors. This one is a very light gray, and then this beautiful, almost aqua. The parsnip, as I said, is this beautiful natural, and kind of almost like a toasted biscuit color. And the soft gray is kind of a steel gray and a white. And it just gives you this beautiful texture, another little layer of texture to complement this beautiful jacquard.
I even love how you finished the bottom right here.
Oh, thank you.
It's just, you said it before, there's so much to look at. It's just really eye-catching from front to back. I'm going to turn it around again so you can see. It's just the craftsmanship here is unbelievable for this price. I'm actually like surprised at how like the value here is really unbelievable. 168 is where this started. You're getting some, you're getting how much off? I don't have my card on me, but well, my card is over there. $143.98 is your price. Only order of the year. So that means we only get a limited amount once we're sold out. I mean, you may not come back next year with the same colors, right? So
strike while the iron's hot this time.
Well said, Barry. A626-719. Now, for anybody just joining us, how can we care for these? What's the best way to store them and take care of them?
So I think as we're showing them this, we're hanging them here on hangers really just for demonstration purposes. We absolutely don't recommend hanging any of our sweaters on a hanger like this because it can kind of cause them to misshape under their own weight. But really, the less you do with a merino wool sweater, the better, really, because there's a certain amount of this natural oil called lanolin that makes it slightly resistant to staining. Occasionally, you have to do a little bit of spot cleaning from here to there. But apart from that, it would really just be dry cleaning if you absolutely have to. But for the most part, you might get a little bit of a kind of, maybe if you were next to a campfire or if you were at a bonfire or something coming around Halloween, they might take on a little bit of like a wood odor, like a smoky wood odor. In which case we just say on a breezy day, put them out across a clothes horse, drape them across the clothes horse, and what we call it is called wind washing or air washing. And really the air moving through it will remove any of those kind of those smoky kind of odors. And then after that, keep them folded out of direct sunlight in a drawer somewhere, and these are going to be fresh as daisy to use next year.
Fabulous.
The less you do, the better. Absolutely never put, even if there's a wool wash setting on a washing machine, don't be tricked.
And you're a 3rd generation designer when it comes, and you know wool care. So no, I will never put this anywhere near a washing machine, I promise. And you don't either, because you want this to last for years and years. The neckline is the star of the show. I mean,
it's lovely,
it really is lovely.
Really from everything up, because what we're trying to do is like this is your traditional sweater. Above this is the modern sweater.
Love that. That's your mermaid, new for the season. No, I'm sorry. I'm getting confused with the other one. That's your mermaid, parsnip, and then this beautiful gray, soft gray, first look. So I'm so glad you guys were here to see this for the first time on air. $28.80 gets it home on Easy Pay. A626-719. Thanks, Barry. I know you're going to be back toward the end of the show with actually my pick and a customer top rated cardigan. So we showed you the cloth